The guys that were at school were a little bit older than me, and they were volunteering here at Youth Alive, and man, they were like real cool, cool bunch of guys, And I just thought, I'd like to be like that, And yes, I just thought I'll tag along, and I used to come along and hear them speak about God, and I always believed in God. I came along to the programs like Friday nights and things like that, but the leaders there all came to church, and they were all like, hey, you should try out church. And yeah, I hadn't given my heart to God, but I still came along to church every Sunday, and a lot of the church community knew who I was and kind of took me under their wings, and I found myself hanging out with the deaf people, and they used to call me, they couldn't talk, but they used to call me like that. Like, I always wore my hat backwards, and I still do, that people that know me. But yeah, like I just found myself coming to church every Sunday and just sitting there and listening, and I'm one of those people that will sit back and kind of just soak things in. May not be the most serious person, but I soak things in, and yeah, man, it did plant a seed. But to be fair, man, it wasn't until I left Christchurch and moved up north and lived my life up there for 6 years until I really felt like, man, like God really put into my head, and this is when I wasn't a Christian, God put into my head, go home. And that's huge for me, because the only place I ever felt home was this church. So, and Youth Alive were such a big part of this community and this church. So God, said come home, and then as soon as I heard that, everything fell into place. James Ridpath, he was a big part of my life back in when I was a young fella, and he said, hey, come along and try out this whole leading thing, and man, I did it, and I just see now how important it is to be serving in the community through Youth Alive, to give back what I got when I was a young person. Like, I grew up without a father figure in my life as well, and like my mum did her best with everything, but from what James and I could go off heaps of names, but I'd be here forever. But these guys really put that big effort into me. It's not just cool coming in and playing games and stuff like that. It's, you're planting that seed, you're it's just like me, 2003 when I was here, it's now 2017 and we're planting little seeds, from the little kids programs through to the teenagers that are bigger than me, but we're planting seeds, man. And yeah, dude, like that's the sharing the love of Jesus through into our community. When I see loads of volunteers walk through that door to serve week in, week out, and the passion they have to serve their community and the young people, that's love, man. The love that I see comes through the leaders and then into the young people and shows the young people love. So getting volunteers here is the hardest part, but we have that many volunteers just come in, week out, and just spread the love, So, and they have passion, man, so yeah.